Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my page, Watch That Baby. This is going to be an entertainment page about everything about music, about memories of TV shows, my experience, background, and communications. I spent 25 years in broadcasting, CHR Top 40. I was playing oldies when they were newies. Today's music, I don't know, Lady Gaga and all that other stuff is kind of hard to follow, but I guess, it's just like everything else. The times are changing. I want to tell you something. How are things going in your life? Are you tired of gas prices? We have to figure out how to get from point A to point B better. I mean, why can't we contact the guy from Star Trek and ask him how he got all those people to beam like that from one place to the other? It can be done. It has to be. I mean, just think. You put the gas companies out of business, all the car dealerships out of business, and that's the reason why you don't know that secret. How they did that. How did those people just beam their whole bodies, standing in a circle from one place to the next? I mean, why can't we have our own Millennium Falcon? I mean, that's what I want. The Millennium Falcon, right? Like in Star Wars, have somebody like Princess Leia and Chewbacca and all those characters on that ship, remember? And just fly through space. Go up there, right up there with the stars and everything else, and then, that would be quite an experience, wouldn't it? And, you know, hey, things could be worse. I mean, we could be living in a place where, they don't know what a Philly cheesesteak is. I mean, that would be disastrous. Or they've never had pizza. I mean, who has never had pizza? Do you like pizza? I like to travel around the country, stop at a place and ask them if they have fresh slices, and then say, hey, you know, this pizza is really good. And sometimes the pizza is really bad. I went to a town one time where they had a family business on both ends of the town. And one side of the town, the restaurant was glamorous. You walked in, there's nobody in there. Couldn't figure out why. Friend and I ordered a large pie. It was the worst pizza that we ever had in our lives. We were starving. I mean, we just took it to go and just threw it out. It was that bad. Now we went to the other side of town, same family business, smaller place, really a dump, and the food was incredible. We don't know why that was. We found out the secret. They made their own sauce and dough. That was everything. I mean, that's really pizza. And they used brick ovens. So, hey, that made the pizza taste incredible. But if things aren't going as good as you thought that they would, uh, just take stock of where you are. You're above the ground. That's a good thing, right? Take your wheelbarrow of stuff and wheel it up to somebody else and see how they're doing. And you look in there and you say, oh man, I never knew you were going through all that stuff, right? Things could be different. And you can only control so much. We can't control the gas prices. What are we going to do? Send a rocket to the gas companies? Send them a message? Okay, right? You got to get to work. You got to go to different places. Take your family stuff. Do things that you like. Go for a walk. Do some exercise. Don't isolate yourself if you are alone. Call somebody else. Listen to some upbeat music. Uh, Watch one of your favorite movies or your favorite TV shows, and maybe that'll help you a little bit. One of my favorite shows was Taxi, and none of those characters could do that. They couldn't do it. Like Louis De Palma, Danny DeVito. All right, all you losers. And you had Andy Kaufman who played the mechanic Lefty. In my country, they play football. No helmet. They play naked. Elaine Nardo, played by Nauru Kenner, on our own art gallery. Tony Danza, who actually did play himself in the show. He was a real boxer in real life, and on the show he played. That was part of his one of the things he did outside the cab driver. Alex Rieger, played by Judd Hirsch, who was a reasonable one. He was really the only cab driver. And then there was Jeff Conway, who we lost recently, the guy with the big hair who wanted to be an actor, Bobby Mueller. And then my favorite was Christopher Lloyd, who came in about the second or third season, and he wanted to be, you know, he was asked, he was, they asked him to go out and get a reverend on the street because Locke, in order for him to stay in this country, had to get married. So there they got Reverend Jim, a flake from the 60s. He had the corduroy jacket on, the jeans, and then the hair. And he comes into the Sunshine Camp Co. Performs the wedding, and everything's good now. Locke can stay here. But he came into the bar where they all hang out, and they said, "Gotta get this guy a job. You know, let's get him a job." So they tried to get him a job as a cab driver because they said, "What possible skills could he have? None. What experience does he have? None." And this was a guy that went to Harvard, but was spaced out. He was smoking more than Marlboros back there, like a lot of people were in the 60s. And so they're down at the motor vehicles. They're trying to get him to just fill out the application. Elaine said, "You forgot your last name? I've been busy." "What was your father's name? Ignatowski? Or maybe that's your name too?" He goes down the list, fills out the form. Height, 5'10". Yeah, everybody says, yeah. Weight, 165? Yeah. Eyes? No, don't put down 2. And then she looks into his eyes and says, "Oh, brown, okay." And then the next question. "Have you ever been under the influence? Smoked marijuana, had any narcotic addictions or hallucinations?" And he says, "Hasn't everybody?" And they say, "No, Jim, say no." And then at the end, Alex says, "Okay, that's it." He says, "That was a hard test." "No, Jim, this isn't the test. Go up to the desk. This is just the application. They'll give you the test." Then he asks Lane, he says, "Do they serve beer up there?" And Lane says, No. And he's sitting in the lobby taking the test, and he tries to get their attention, and he says, "What does a yellow light mean?" And they say, "Slow down. They say, "What does a yellow light mean?" And after all of that, they finally do give him a driver's license. And they're back at the Sunshine Camp Co. And Jim says, "Alex, would you like to be my first passenger?" "Sure, Jim." "Where to?" "Midtown, I'll do it." And he gets into the back of the cab, and Jim gets in the front, starts it up, floors it backwards through the garage. And he leans back and says, "That'll be $350." Nobody could do those characters like that, like a lot of shows. And that's what I hope to bring you. We're going to get better quality video. We're going to get some better backdrops so that, tell you experiences about my life in music, in radio, the people that I've met, the truth behind some songs, and also some experiences I had. I used to bowl in the Regional Professional Bowlers Tour. Some of the characters I met through that, and also playing baseball. I'm a baseball fanatic. Yankees in the American League, Phillies in the National. And some of the experiences I've had just going to games, some of the people that I've met. I'll tell you about those experiences. So let me know what you think of this video, and I hope that you can keep smiling, pass it on to others, tell somebody that you love them today. Till next time, so long now. Thanks for watching.